Welcome to Roots and Roast, where plant care meets peace, power, and proven technique. Whether you're in Brooklyn, Boston, or Buffalo, this is your September reset. Look, summer was loud, fast, maybe chaotic. Maybe your plants thrived, or maybe you just kept them alive. Either way, this month, you get to slow down and reconnect. Fall isn't the end of the season. It's the beginning of your new rhythm. It's the first moment all year where you can stop reacting and start planning. Start growing differently. You don't need a greenhouse. You don't need a backyard. You just need a window, a little light, and this guide. This isn't just a list. It's a ritual, a chance to make your plant care match your life. Welcome to your fall routine, rooted in rhythm, not randomness. You've taken care of your summer plants. Some survived, some didn't. Maybe your mint took over. Maybe your monstera stalled. Either way, you're not ready to stop growing. And that's exactly why you're here. Because September isn't just about winding down. It's about waking up. You're not behind. You're right on time to grow something meaningful. All right, let's talk about what's still on the table for you. Plant fam, especially if you're growing in zones 5B to 7A. That's the Northeast, from Brooklyn rooftops to Boston backyards, even upstate porches and Philly balconies. Now, most people think once summer ends, it's game over for the garden, but real growers know. September is actually one of the best times to plant. Why? Because the soil's still warm, the days are a little shorter, which reduces bolting, and most pests are starting to chill out. Translation? Faster germination, better flavor, and less drama. Here are 5 crops you can still plant right now. And trust me, they're not filler. These are your fall MVPs. Spinach, cool weather lover. Germinates quickly in warm soil, but sweetens in cool air. The colder it gets, the better it tastes. Just make sure it gets direct light and plant in well-draining, loose soil. Leaf lettuce, cut and come again variety. You can harvest weekly with scissors and it keeps giving. Just avoid overwatering. Lettuce hates soggy feet. Pro tip, tuck it into containers near your front steps for easy kitchen harvests. Radishes. Radishes are the ultimate no-patience crop. Most are ready in 25 to 30 days. They're a great way to build confidence if you're new, and they double as a soil breaker for fall beds. Garlic. This one's a slow burn. Plant in late September, give it a solid mulch blanket, and forget about it till spring. It's not a quick crop, but it's a satisfying one. 1 clove now gives you a full bulb later. Kale and mustard greens. These are frost fighters. Not only can they take a chill, they taste better after one. That sugar response? It's a natural antifreeze that makes fall-grown greens more tender and sweet. Oh no, you didn't miss your shot. You're actually right on time. And with just 30 to 60 days left, you've still got a full harvest cycle ahead of you. Even better, these aren't needy crops. You can plant them in raised beds, balcony containers, fabric grow bags, whatever space you've got. If you've been told herb season ends in August, let me fix that real quick. There's a whole group of herbs that actually prefer the crisp, cooler days of early fall. They germinate easier, their oils concentrate more, and they give you cleaner flavor, longer harvest windows, and better behavior indoors. So if you're in the Northeast, zones 5B to 7A, here are 5 herbs you can still plant right now and grow deep into October. Some even over winter if you know what you're doing. Cilantro. Cilantro bolts fast in summer heat. But in September, it's chill. Literally. Sow it directly into the soil, keep it evenly moist, and make sure it gets at least 5 hours of sun. You'll get fuller, leafier growth. And if you let a few go to seed, boom, you've got coriander. Parsley. This one's a slow starter, but don't sleep on it. Parsley loves cool weather, and in fall, it puts energy into root strength, which means it overwinters better in mild spots or under a cold frame. Insider tip. Soak the seeds for 12 to 24 hours before sowing. That breaks dormancy and speeds up germination. Parsley can take forever otherwise. Chives, perennial. Bulletproof. Once they're in, they come back every spring like clockwork. Fall is a smart time to plant chives. They'll root in while it's still warm, then go dormant and wake up even stronger. Insider tip. Use scissors to harvest, not your fingers. And never cut below the soil line. You want to leave the base intact, or they won't regenerate properly. Dill gets lanky in summer, but in fall, it's way more behaved. Direct sow it, don't transplant, and give it full sun. It's a magnet for swallowtail caterpillars, so you'll also be helping pollinators. Thyme. This one's tiny but mighty. In fall, thyme sends its energy down into the roots, which makes now the perfect time to establish it in containers or small raised beds. Just make sure it's in gritty, well-draining soil, think cactus mix or sand-amended potting blend. Thyme doesn't like wet feet. If it stays soggy for even a few days, you'll get root rot. These herbs aren't just easy, they're smart. And if you got a sunny kitchen window or a porch with southern exposure, you've already got what it takes. Now let's talk about your indoor jungle. Your monstera, your alocasia, that fiddle leaf fig you swore you wouldn't buy, but did anyway. These tropicals might live indoors, but their roots are still on island time. So when September hits and the daylight shifts, they feel it, even if your AC is still on blast. That's why September is your window to reset them before they start dropping leaves or throwing tantrums. This isn't about rescue. This is about rhythm. Do this now, and you'll save yourself from yellow leaves, crispy tips, and dramatic drop-offs in October. Your plants don't need you to be perfect. They need you to be seasonally smart. If you're still here, first of all, respect. You've already reset your greens, herbs, and houseplant for fall. But here's your bonus. You can still plant flowers. Bright, pollinator-friendly, season-stretching color. Right now in September. Here are 4 you should be tucking into beds, pots, or even fabric grow bags this week. Zinnias germinate fast. Bloom hard. These thrive in warm soil and cool air and will keep going till first frost. Deadhead regularly to push new blooms. Marigolds repel aphids, attract bees, and hold their own in drier beds. Plus, they add serious glow to late-season planters. Pansies. They love the cold, and with just a bit of shelter, they can bloom into early winter. Bonus, the flowers are edible and look wild on top of soup or a cocktail. Calendula. More than a flower, calendula petals are antifungal and great in teas, salves, and skincare. Harvest when they open and dry for later. Roots and roast pro tip. Plant your zinnias and calendula with a cold frame in mind. Even a cheap plastic bin flipped upside down can give you 2 to 3 extra weeks of bloom after your first frost. It's a trick we use with clients all the time, and it works. Extend the color, save the petals, and harvest seeds for spring. Flowers aren't just a luxury, they're a strategy. And in fall, they're a flex. You made it through summer. You adjusted. You lost a few plants. You learned a few things. And now you're here, building a fall garden that fits your rhythm. That's what Roots and Roasts is about. That we're not chasing trends. We're showing you how to grow with the season, with your space, your light, your time. Whether that's 5 pots on a balcony or a jungle on your windowsill. This isn't about perfection, it's about presence. If today gave you clarity, a little calm, or even just a reason to get your hands in the dirt, you're already growing something real. And if you're not subscribed yet, that's cool. But if you are, you felt that. You get why we do this. Let the weather change. Let the leaves fall. You got a plan now. We'll be right here when you're ready to plant what's next. Your fall reset starts here. And we've got 2 ways to help you take the next step. First, grab the free Northeast September planning calendar. Link below. You'll get exact crop suggestions, timing tips, and lighting notes for your zone. And if you want personal guidance, what to plant, where to place it, or how to fix what's struggling, try the Roots and Roast Concierge. It's plant help by text or email. No calls, just real answers. Whether you download, subscribe, or just take a breath and grow, we're grateful to grow with you. If this gave you clarity, confidence, or just a quiet moment with your plants, we're grateful you're here. To go ahead and like the video if it helped. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll keep showing up season after season. Next up, we're heading south. The Southeast Fall Planting Guide drops next. And trust me, you don't want to miss it.